Alright, let us continue Pillars of Eternity. We're gonna go back into the Endless Paths because I need to finish up level 9 and then move on to level 10. I got campfires now, so I'm safe to do that. I'm wondering the way we come out with the fast travel from the Endless Paths, if I could basically go back in the same way.
As beautiful as it can be with the absence of children.
Is it over here? No. Where is it? Where do I come out? Okay, it's over here. Aloth is assigned. Oh, does that mean she's done? Yes, it does. So, who do I still have quests for out of my group? Hervise, Sagani, and Durance. So let's change this to be Durance, Hervise, and Sagani's got to replace one of these two. I like my Chanter. I think I'm gonna recruit and leave her behind. So let's see.
I'm here.
Let me look at her and see what type of weapons she has, if she has any extra ability in. No specific one. So, I know I got a crossbow. She's using that, but I know I got a crossbow. That was epic level. And a bow that is epic level. But I think the bow might be her starter bow. Why is my inventory so slow and sluggish? Probably because I save everything. If I ever need money, I'll just sell a ton of this crap. Okay. So, let's see here. Okay, so that is the one she started with. I think I'm going to let her use the crossbow since she's not focused on any particular bow. And let's see if we can enchant this up some. Okay, so we got 2 ranged. And then 4 melee. That looks like a pretty good group.
I'm here.
Actually, let's rest so that she gets the bonus. All upgrades in Stronghold. Oh, cool. Chapel construction complete. So that means I have no more money sinks in the Stronghold. My Stronghold is maxed. Excellent. Excellent,
Yeah.
excellent, excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Ah, so yeah, I can do this. Go to level 8. We need to finish off level 9. Really enjoying this game. I am ready to see it done though. I'm almost 50 hours in on this game, so I am ready to see it done. And this is the room that I have to go to, so... At least finish off level 9.
Keeping quiet.
Okay, so... So, let's knock this one down. Nothing really dangerous in this fight, but last time I was here, I just didn't have any health on my characters.
Dead on!
Let's go. Let's go. Yes.
Dead on!
Rock 10.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah. Keeping an eye out. Right.
Exceptional greatsword. Let me check something real quick. Okay, so it looks like I'm finished with this area. Pardon me.
Ready, Watcher.
Following your lead.
Need something?
Yeah. Following your lead. Hello.
Okay, let's save because we're
Hello?
going to a new level. Level 10. Here we go. Let's see what's in here.
Let's go.
Shades keep disappearing and I keep losing my targeting. They're not hard, they're just annoying.
Dead on.
And what does the flame reveal?
Make sure there's no secrets here. Oh, there's another one of those crying ghosts. Somewhere on this level.
Let's go.
Spiders aren't that big a deal. Okay, so I can't... Oh, look at how short this level is. This level has nothing. Interesting.
On the hunt.
Campfire, can't use that yet. Oh yeah, here we go. This is a bigger fight.
Lafaru, beyond seek!
Let's go.
Not too long, but I'm... Poison. Not too...
Dead on. Dead on.
Rock. I have them. Let's go.
Dead on.
That Drake just annihilates.
Sure.
I'll stay out of sight.
Rope-like strands of webbing glisten with moisture. Ancient crumbling bones are all that remains of countless victims. Ooh, an Adra key. Exceptional wand. It's probably the key I need for that one room. Alright, let's go ahead and use a campfire. Change this all to damage reduction. Because I only wanted movement for that one room. Alof finishes escorting supplicant and returns to the stronghold. Excellent. So this is the stairs to the next level, but I want to see what's behind door number 1. Yeah, some creatures I have no problems fighting. Spiders, the beetles, they're not hard at all, the slimes.
Following your lead. Ansawu.
Let's get that Kane Gwala down.
Lafaru, beyond... No. Let me try again.
No way. Ix. Ana. Let's. Ansaru.
Over me, you fool! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
That was just hard because of the area I was trying to fight in.
Keeping quiet.
A Rod of Pale Shades. That's something that Aloth might use. I don't think anybody else uses a rod. I was gonna say, there's gotta be something in here. Who cares about that? Jeez. What a crappy thing to find. Okay, we finished level 10. On to level 11. Let's see what's there. At some point I'll probably have to leave again and level up more. Depends on how deep this goes and how high the enemies get.
I'm on the trail.
Oh, well, they put a master staircase right there, which is nice. What is that noise? Like a baby crying or something. That's weird. Oh, mushroom dudes.
Let's go!
Dead on.
Quiet!
At least I have another campfire if I need it. Luminous mushrooms give off a heavy, earthy musk.
Hey. Hey.
Hooray!
This guy takes so much damage, it's insane.
Hey.
Let's go!
Following your lead.
Let's go.
Crap, he's almost dead.
What? I'm fine.
Damn, Haravius is out. Dead on.
Bleeding. I have.
Dead on.
Well, I'm glad they gave me that extra campfire.
Laying low.
Right.
Hey.
Huh?
Oh, well, let's use a campfire. That was a brutal fight. Just because of the narrow corridors, I couldn't get my melee guys to him. One guy blocked the whole path.
Sure.
I need to remember to use my quick items too. This looks like one of those choose your own adventure traverse things. Before I go there, I want to explore up there. Okay, I need to remember to go see her.
Hey.
Sure.
Okay, let's level her up. Let's do survival. Yeah, let's definitely do that. Anything that helps defense at this point is good. It's weird that one of my characters' my main character's targeting circle isn't working.
Need something? May I have a moment, my watcher friend? I'm excited we'll be going to Twin Elms. Nervous, but excited.
Why the mixed feelings?
It's, a matter of, trepidation, maybe. I was never a well-accepted member of my own circle, and I'm fairly certain I'll find some way to make an insult or give offense. And for all I know, the Druids of Twin Elms are in contact with the Hawk and Ivy Circle. The Fisher Crane tribe isn't often this far northwest of the bog, but word of my ostracism could have spread. I've spent years coming up with new reasons to put it off. About time I go there and see what WoW wills me to see. Need something? We can speak another time.
It's just weird that the target... Let me save my game and reload it and see if that fixes the targeted circle. Because that's going to bug me. I need that working. There we go. Much better.
Margaren's fire casts light in dark places.
Let's go!
Dead on!
Diseased pudding, yummy. I love me some diseased pudding. Oh great, they mind controlled my Drake. Let's see, I probably have something to break that. Ah, screw it, it's not worth it. I can't find a spell to take away the charm. That's one thing I could do, is just summon something else.
over me, you fool! Damn.
Dead on. Dead on.
Let's go!
Dead on.
Let's go! Right. Keeping an eye out. What
Damn it.
is this?
Why did you not detect that?
Logren's fire casts light in dark places.
Ooh, a unique two-handed wand. Also, Alwal's getting a ton of stuff, and he's not even in my party. Luminous mushroom gives off a heavy, earthy musk.
I see something.
Okay, it's probably time. Well, I could do another fight without using a campfire. Pretty sure. But let's save just to be on the safe side. I wonder why these plants aren't attackable.
Nice and slow.
Oh, they are, okay.
Let's go!
Hey,
Dead on.
Die! Let's go! Let's
Dead on.
Let's go. Let's Let's
Yeah.
Of dexterity 3, of reflex 5. Oh, that's a good ring for one of those characters. She doesn't even have another ring. Perfect.
Yeah.
Slow and silent.
Let's go ahead and get our loot. Let's go ahead and rest. Your eyes open to a familiar scene. Durant sits with his staff laid across his lap, a malignant flame sprouting from one end. He is difficult to make out, his features soft, bleeding together. But the staff you can see clearly, its etchings aglow in molten orange. Though Durant's face is difficult to distinguish, there is no mistaking the hardened expression, the furrowed brow. His voice hisses and sputters, low and unintelligible, as though having a private argument with the staff. Traces of spittle catch the firelight as they fly from his lips like sparks. And to your surprise, there is a female figure behind them. You're about to call out a warning when you realize it is the Magrin statue where you met Durant at the fork. Yet she seemed almost alive for a moment. Her cast shadow seemed as if it was moving, cloaked. Then it is still, frozen with the night at its back. Examine the staff. There is something odd about one of the symbols, a circle of 12 smaller circles. One of the small circles glows brightly, but the other 11 give off little light. They flicker and fade like dying embers. Between his hissing curses, Durant lowers his face close to the staff and blows on the fading circles with panicked rapidity, coaxing light from them. But they do not ignite. One by one, the light of the circles dies, and smoke rises from their ashes. Only one still burns, and that one is going to be Durant's. He's probably the only survivor who created the Godhammer. Durant hurls his staff at his feet, and it clatters to the ground. Its edges have become soft, difficult to find. Like its owner, the staff has become a blur. You close your eyes and reopen them, and Durant is there, picking up a staff from the ground. But the blur is gone, and you are awake.
quiet.
Does something ail you? I have questions I wanted to ask you.
If doubts and curiosity plague you, you're skidding your knuckles on the wrong door.
I had another vision of you, one of the symbols on your staff. It was dying.
You see many things that aren't there, Watcher. Perhaps the symbol was for your disappearing sanity, and we are to bid it farewell while you still have the wits to grieve for it.
I saw a symbol of 12 circles. What does it represent?
That symbol? The Godhammer.
Then it was the Godhammer symbol I saw extinguished on your staff.
No riddle there, Watcher. It took 12 of us to build the Godhammer. Afterward, I took my leave of all of them to see what Margaret had in store for me. I've seen none of them since.
Are you sure there isn't more to that story?
Your kind has a way of interpreting its visions to fit the version of the truth you like best. But Margren's flame leaves no room for interpretation.
Hey,
Waste the
hey
time
Nick,
of
how you
others
doing,
with
man?
Your distortions and your
Tell
fever
her I
dreams.
said hi back. I've been enjoying her Facebook post with the little miniature things. I think it's pretty cool. Let's see. My character's rational and stoics. Let me see what the rational option says. Flames may leave no doubt as to what, who, or where they are, but why they are is anyone's guess. Yeah, let's go with the rational. Why not?
It's always the way of the mad to try to convince others of a reality only they can see. But when your doctrine's the truth, it requires no convincing, only an opening of the eyes. I would purify you, Watcher, if I thought it would help.
So what have you been up to, man? I want to ask about something different.
The cost of troubling me seems to worry you little.
I want to know more about you. Tell me more about Ashfall. You're more curious about it than most of Magren's faithful. I don't know why these are lit up. I'm pretty sure I did all these conversations. What more to tell? Durance frowns, his hand tightening on his staff again. His fingers seem to sink into the wood. It is one of the greatest fires of Magren, the High Seat. Some say the blackest, not of evil but of ash. All that remains after fire is fed. He pauses. I called it a cathedral before. That's not the full truth of it. It's more a battlefield. It lies in the heart of the war of black trees. Its timbers built from the burnt forest there. Each timber blessed by fire, and one of Magren's greatest battles. Many of us helped shape the war effort there, with flames and firearms. Cool. Yeah, I've been trying to get Pillars of Eternity finished. I'm almost 50 hours in, and while I love the game, it's been really good. After almost 50 hours, I'm ready to move to something more actiony and less RPG-ish. I started BattleTech, played not quite a bit. I got to where I got the Argus ship, but I made some poor decisions at the beginning with my money, and I ended up in a no-win situation where I couldn't get the money to continue. Even if I sold stuff, I didn't have enough stuff to sell to meet my monthly money quota, and ended up in a I can't win situation. I was off by a day. If I had an extra day, and I thought I was going to cut it close but be fine, but the timeline switched on me for some reason. It said I was going to arrive at a destination so I could do a story quest to get the money I needed to afford that month. But then it flipped something on me, because they were on the same day, and then it flipped something on me and I got screwed and I was trapped and I had no way of getting out of it. It was just a domino effect of poor money decisions early on that ended up costing me after quite a while of playing. I was a little fed up after that. I'll come back to BattleTech at some point, but not for a while. I need to be smarter about my money decisions early on. What is the cathedral like? Massive, beautiful, blessed by the goddess. Flame cannot strike it twice. Durance's eyes travels to his ashen staff, studying the etchings. Beneath, tunnels and chambers, bellows and fire pits, and many of the faithful looking for a means to bring fire to the world. He turns his gaze from the staff to you. Guns, explosive alchemy, all of these are our holy symbols, and we're eager to share. The staff of yours seems like your holy symbol. Do you have whale's eyes painted on your skin? There's more mysteries than questions, and even a marching force of answers won't placate you. Even soldiers need to let their thoughts settle, just as their priests do. In other words, he's telling me to shut up for now. He's done talking with me. Alright, let's level up my druid. Let's go survival. Bonus spells. Let's see. Let's do a bonus 4th level spell.
I'll take a look.
Why am I having trouble detecting these traps now? That's annoying as shit. My guy should be good enough to
Following your lead.
detect traps. Maybe because he's too far back in the party. That might be the problem. Ooh, a one-handed rapier. Let's give that to him to look at.
Yeah.
Hey.
Because he uses rapiers. Let's see. He uses resolution. Let's see how it does if I enchant it. They're roughly equal now, but I think I'm going to use it because it's time I change that other rapier. So let's see how it goes with that for a while.
Yeah.
Okay. So this thing is just to avoid that this whole fight and this whole fight. Interesting. Let's make sure though. Make sure it's not a climb up situation. This is level 11, so we'd be moving to 12. A winding mass of vicious thorns and thick vines spans the gap between the cavern walls. There are spaces here and there in the vegetation, and you could see into the chamber beyond, but it will be difficult to pass through unscathed. Look at the vines. The vines have grown so thick and tangled as to form a nearly impenetrable wall. Many of the thorns are as long as the span of your palm. From time to time you hear the faintest creak, as if something had shifted slightly within the mass. Cut away the vegetation with a weapon. You deal a sturdy blow to the nearest vine and get little result. These vines seem unnaturally resistant. No amount of hacking, smashing, or cutting seems to have much effect. It would take far too long to cut away all of them. Let's see what happens. Cross the wall. The moment you start to step through, the entire wall gives a great heave. Come. Yeah, it is a Logitech C920 or 922 or whatever it is. The HD 1080p Logitech camera that everybody seems to use. And I know it has a chroma key function that works with OBS as well. Despite your best efforts to avoid them, Hanzar gets hit hard in the head by one of the vines. The plant seems to react to their victory, thrashing all the more vigorously. Scythe-like barbs tear and scrape at you as you pass. Sorry, hold on a second. You definitely avoided the cam. I'm not sure about the zip code.
Okay. Tomorrow.
So you'll have to take me to work since I start at 7.
Yes.
Sorry about that. You scrabble clear of the vines, stumbling onto the space beyond the wall and out of reach. Okay, so like I thought, it wasn't a climb situation, it was avoid
Keeping quiet.
a couple tough fights situation. And -2 intellect, -2 resolve for my efforts. Okay, not a big deal. Okay, so let's save our game and go to level 12 of Endless Paths. Making real good progress here. These levels are getting shorter and shorter. So I guess the deeper you go, the more smaller the areas become. But tougher enemies, tougher fights. Well, this doesn't look good. Kind of a wide open area, like a boss fight type area. A Vithrax Sentry. Fat squirming larva bob in this green liquid. So we know there's enemies that way. Crystal Eater. Spiders aren't that bad. Let's see what the spiders have to give.
Dead on.
And what does the flame reveal?
I have the 920s. I thought the 922 was just like a newer version of the 920. I think I have the 922. I'm not 100%. I might have the 920. I bought it, within the past 6 months, so probably the 922. I know I have the option for chroma key in Streamlabs OBS. If I go into my webcam settings, I know that's there. Okay, so there, other than the spider, there was nothing here. Okay, strange. Not sure how bad this Vithrax Sentry is going to be. These Vithrax are intellectual enemies. They're not that hard, but they can charm an enemy. But this is a Vithrax Sentry, indicating a melee type of fighter. Let's just check it out and see. Vithrax. A group of robed figures blocks passage. Their heads bear a fearsome resemblance to those of the spiders that infest these caverns. Their mandibles clacking in small, constant movements. In the dim light of the caverns, their round black eyes gleam like gems. I assume they're talking about the Vithrax? They look up as you approach. You feel a peculiar, itchy sensation in your head, as if someone were running their fingers through your thoughts. A muted sense of distress fills your mind, followed by a far louder screech of alarm from one of the robed creatures. As one, the creatures turn towards you and attack. Okay, let's do that. Do a knockdown, which isn't always successful. Do a Flames of Devotion. And let's do that. Okay, it looks like that was successful. Let's take out the leader. Do another knockdown on the sentry. Oh, on the next one, since the sentry leader's already dead. Let's do another firebug. It's like a little minor missile, except it hops 8 times, I think.
Levaru, beyond seek!
go.
Yeah, these Vithrax are easy. They don't have crap for hit points, they die fast.
Following your lead.
I'll take a look.
Vithrak brains.
Sure.
Looks like I could cross these webs. More speeders. Wild's favorite creature. Okay, so let's look at the map and see where we have. We have crossed these webs to go. A path up here and a path up here. Let's follow the left path. Spiders are easy. I have no problems with them.
Let's go.
Let's do Flames of Devotion. Mostly in the interest of freeing up space for my guys to get access to fight. These narrow corridors are just hard when you have 4 melee.
Following your lead.
Let's, almost to the point where we could summon the Drake. There we are.
Dead on.
Proacted.
Dead on.
Well,
He's been taking a beating lately, considering he's all the way in the back. These enemies are tougher as far as putting out damage, even if they don't have a ton of hit points.
I shall be quiet as a calm sea, which is not very quiet.
Let's make sure there's no hidden things. These nests appear to have been abandoned and claimed by spiders. A few hold bones and remains. Okay, so another scroll and some Tiandra Torah. Nothing much this way.
Huh?
So let's go here.
Hello? Hello?
This looks like it's letting out to where the spider webbing's let out. Let's save our game before we cross. I'm a serial saver. I don't like backtracking if at all possible. Charak. You feel a scratching sensation in your head, followed by a sudden high-pitched ringing. Scattered images flash within your mind's eye. You see a massive nest set against the cavern wall, stretching up into the darkness. A vast network of webs somewhere far beneath the surface. You see, too, the sentries you've recently slain, their bodies lying crumpled on the cavern floor. When the image fades, you see another of the spider-faced creatures standing before you. He raises his clawed hands. You feel another twinge inside your skull, and then words emerge within your mind in a voice wholly alien to your thoughts. Orek duva na ra ugret na. The creature pauses, its fangs twitching. Kaladina Foster Agrandenter. Sorry, but I do not understand. The creature makes a strange chittering noise. In your head you hear Adra tongue. Many turns of wheels since last given thought. Animals trespassing, nests are here. Protectors are dead. Animals finished. Animal listens now, not fighting. I'll listen, there's no need for more fighting. Let's do the diplomatic route. Yes, animals not needing to fight. The creature spread its arms. Vithrak greet you. Welcome to Nest. Animals keeping peace. Tell me about the Vithrak. The Vithrak looks at you for a moment, then down at itself back. What is a Mua animal? Vithrak people see what others do not. See light inside dull shell. It points at you. See great and burning light. Vithrak speak without voices, and in many. Hundreds of souls in great city. Svratek Nareth is colony, a great journey. Animal would walk long time to reach it. So basically they're like a hive mind and there's a civilization of them somewhere. What's the colony like? Great light and darkness. The Vithrak's voice seems somber for all its ethereal quality. Many hearts lives together. Many hearts lives together, building. The Vithrak bows its head. Someday we return. What are you doing here? Vithrak searching, seeking knowledge for home, for colony. Svraktik Nereth. Far away. Long time we have searched. We grew sick with memory of home. Made nests, made new home, and found what we seek. Master of this place, the Vithrak gestures at the walls around you, grew Adra. Not cutting, breaking. Growing, shaping. If Vithrak could find secret, making great works, statue, machines. Vithrak could weave silk and Adra both. Our nests become stronger. Colony becomes stronger. All of us weaving great works. You feel a sudden melancholy from the Vithrak. We're close. Finding machines, crystals. But finding Adra men too in place below. Have lost many. Too many. It regards you with a sudden interest. A Mao animal strong. Defeated other animals. Killed guards. Could help Vithrak. What exactly are you looking for? Things for study, things of Adra, all in the ruins below. Must see how Adnoa makes Adra men. Adra shells, yes? Animal does not need to kill Adra men, just needs shells. Also needing parts from machine, part like a heart of the machine. Adra and shining metal. The Vithrak thinks a moment. Last piece is Adra. Not the Adra from walls, is different. Pure, hard to find. Charak is hoping there is some below. If a Moa animal brings these things, Vithrak owe animal great debt. Will help colony, help us, can go home after so long waiting. For this great thing, Charak would reward animal. I'll think about it. In the meantime, I had other questions. The Vithrak only inclines its head slightly, as if to motion you on. What language were you speaking before? Vithrak makes a chittering sound, does not answer. Do you know anything about the masters of the master of this place, Adnoa? The Vithrak runs a talon along one of its fangs, thinking. Eric Narek Adnoa, name bleeds through walls, but Vithrak do not know face, voice. Vithrak see great works, see statue, yes? Master of many things, master of Adra, of many voices trapped in stone. The Vithrak points back towards the rest of the cavern, of things below. Much to admire. I'll be on my way. The creature stares at you unblinking for a few long moments. Good, you hear. Then Vithrak with swift journey takes a step back and the ringing in your head fades.
Yeah.
Laying low.
A small spider huddles in the back of this nest. It hisses. 8 glittering eyes looks at you. These large nests appear to be woven from a thick, sturdy silk. Not sure if seeing what these nests contain is going to count as stealing or not, so let's save and hedge our bets. Doesn't say stealing. Okay, so let's see.
I'll take a look.
Let's go across the webbing just to clear out the fog of war. And, see, there's a hidden thing in the fog of war. That's why you always clear out the fog of war.
Let's go!
Too alarming. But I am slowly dying. Poison.
Dead on!
On the hunt.
Okay, and that's the other webbing. I believe this webbing leads up towards the Vithrak. Yeah. Oh, another one I could talk to. The Vithrak studies you alertly as you approach, its dark eyes gleaming. Its voice in your mind is pleasantly melodic. Eder tongue is welcome. Krivy, happy to see many new things here. It points a claw towards the cavern wall. Many crystals, it adds, excited. What are you doing? The Vithrak raised a clawed finger to scratch lightly in one of the Adra formations growing along the wall. Is studying Escarvar, Adra, how growing, shaping, using. In Sveknik Nerith, Adra not growing. Krivy will learn secret. Krivy also hunting supplies. East is helping, is searching caves and south. The Vithrak points. Is taking her time, it adds with a hint of reproach. It's going along too. Krivy's not liking. Where did Issy go? Issy's gone south the search cave there. Took spiders to guard. It pauses. Krivy worries a little, but cannot stop to search. Is helping colony. I have other questions. Yes, Krivy listens. Who's Krivy? The Vithrak makes a low whistling sound. Is Krivy, it says brightly. Do you know anything about the master below? Krivy knows many things, but not any master. Is asking Techerik, points a claw towards its leader and then folds its hand primly. Take it you like shiny objects. Tilts its head. Yes, it's shining, much light, many colors, and veins a world. Is going down to here, to heart, Krivy thinks. It makes a small, happy chirp. Farewell. Fair? Well, yes, farewell, Eder tongue. Krivy studies Adra, energy in Adra. Is sad, Issy is dying. Issy, very clever. Weak in spirit, but very clever. Dang, I really want that. Oh, but he's... Oh. Even at a distance, these bottles and jars exude strange odors. Small, grotesque items float in murky liquid. Adric coats these cabin walls like moss. It is strangely warm to the touch.
Hey. Of course.
Doesn't look like I could get to a point where he can't see me. Well, I can't steal it, so even though my wizard might be able to learn something from that, well, it'll just have to wait.
Hello? Hello?
So he's lost a friend to the caves in the south, which is where I'm heading. Looks like there's a path there as well. Let's just go along this path up here. Dang it, another trap triggered. Why are they not detecting traps? My guys have been so good detecting traps, and now they're... Maybe they're just higher level, and that's why I can't detect them or something.
Yeah.
Let's look over here.
Huh?
On the hunt.
Glad I stopped.
What's this?
Well, turns out you can't get through it anyways.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Dead on.
And of course I can't even attack the
Let's
thing
go.
because the wolf is mind controlled and it's between me and the mobs.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
What a pain.
Yeah?
Following your lead.
Die!
Yeah.
Let's go.
Dead on.
Wish I could have done something.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Be nice if that wolf would move out of the way. You know what? Just kill the wolf.
Dead on.
The wolf will come back after I'm done.
Need something?
got out of the library and into a woman's bed
Shadow.
before...
Let's go. Let's go.
These narrow corridors are just rough, man.
I'll stay out of sight.
Polished pommel stone. Ooh, another piece of the blade. These remains are old and brittle, and the scattered fragments along the cavern floor suggest they were dragged here. Okay, so finished exploring there. There's a cave over here to explore, but first I gotta camp. Or else I risk losing Kana permanently. Alright, let's camp it up. Damage reduction's fine.
Huh?
I'm on the trail.
Let's see what's in this area. Oh, another guy we can talk to. Hopefully not an enemy. I'm at 50 hours, 56 minutes. You feel a sharp and sudden pain in your head, immediately followed by a harsh and alien voice. Ajik Kelithrin Arne Amua Edre Vesti. The creature makes a peculiar clacking sound before its voice speaks in your mind once more. I name it Trespasser, Killer. Linger in the bright places. Where is it going? Your leader asked us to collect some Adra samples to help the colony. Charak asked this. The Vithrak hisses quietly. Of this? You feel a muted wave of thwarted anger. Go then. The Adra men will crush it like a squirming hare, and Charak will send us once more.
Keeping quiet.
Hiss, trouble us no further, Amua. Okay, so that's the area to level 13. There were no other stairs here. No other paths to go. So let me go back here because I think that Mad Vithrak was the lady that he was looking for. That mentioned she was sick. I think I may have run into Isit. She attacked me without warning, and I was forced to defend myself. Krivy sees. For a moment, you feel peculiar scratching sensation within your head, and then it is gone. Krivy is sorry for Isit's actions. It's very strange, Isit acting so. Many strange things in this place. Krivy has collected many things while studying Adra. Not all stones alike, yes? Having pretty stones. Take, please. Krivy thanks Ader. Tongue is good to know. Alright. So the next stairs to level 13. I think level 10 was when I had the last master staircase. That would mean, seems like every 3 levels I get a new master staircase. Is that right? Or is it every 2? I'm not sure. Next level might have a master staircase. I may have to leave anyways. It depends on how tough these Adra men are.
Hello?
The Adra men I fought so far are very tough. If they send more than a few at me, I'm not sure if I can beat them yet, based on my level. Search the ruins. This is a bigger area, based on the map size. Always a little suspicious when there's no enemies around. So left, right, or straight? Let's take a right here. Animate.
Settle.
Oh crap. That's a lot of them.
Need something?
Can't get good
Let's do a flame of devotion on him. Let's do a knockdown because those guys are pretty brutal. Let's do a jagged arrow. Let's take out this animate.
Let's go.
Oh, Drake time.
Roll
Eat
up
'em up.
10. This isn't working.
This battle's not too bad. I forgot how strong my party's become. The Drake helps.
Ready, Watcher.
I'll stay out of sight.
Spirit. Come, help me here. The spirit holds his hands just above the shattered machine, poised as if to pull on some unseen component. Brace there and we will be rid of this one. Each word seems to resolve itself in your mind an instant after it's spoken, as you recall the Ingwithian tongue. He waits a moment, evidently for someone to take up position. Pull hard now. There, he sags back, wiping his brow. These machines, to think how many souls have felt their touch, and how many of those willing, I wonder. What has happened here? Do not worry, with Odd Nua slain, the rest have shown their true colors. Most have fled, some scattered into the tunnels, the fools. Come, they've already started sealing the upper floors. We will be the last out at this rate. Dorios means to work some spell upon that door. Use Odd Nua's servants against him. What kind of spell? He cannot unmake the door entirely, but he can change its purpose. The oath, you see. If Odd Nua's servants are pledged to his defense, then we shall pledge ourselves to his destruction. The man gives you a fierce grin, turning away, and from one step to another he has faded, only to appear once more beside the machine. You're breaking the machines? It would go faster if we knew what enchantments were upon them. They might as easily be activated as destroyed. He grins a little. Don't worry, I knew what I was doing. Come, they've already stolen this. Okay. Door? There must be 100 souls affixed to that stone. A punishment, no doubt. Perhaps they'll be pleased, knowing that Odd Nua goes wailing to the afterlife.
Yeah.
Hello? Hello?
Need something?
Huh?
Let's see, anything of interest? Not really. That might be what the creatures up top were looking for. I might
Sure.
go back and see. Okay, so let's go into this room then. So it looks like this room just kind of circles around on itself. Or maybe not. Finally, you
Think I
didn't
see something.
set the trap off. That's awfully nice of you. But it's getting to the point. I think I must be under-leveled for the area because my trapper can't get past. And of course it has to be somebody, so let's...
Following your lead.
Sacrificial guinea pig.
Margrin's fire casts light in dark places.
Let's wait for that to fade.
Right.
Oh crap, another trap triggered.
Nice and slow.
I think I see something.
Can you take out some of the traps at least? Of course not.
Following your lead.
Yeah.
I'll take a look.
I'm starting to think maybe I should go here first because it looks like this may be just a single room. Oh, it has an Adra animate in it.
Let's go.
Can't get a good shot with this. I'm on the trail.
Drugs. Okay. Into the next room. Oh crap. Okay, so let's have her attack and everybody else other than her run back.
I'm here. Can't get a good shot with this.
Hopefully we'll only lure. Okay, so Flames of Devotion, knockdown, block the passage, use a firebug spell, buff my allies, attack.
Hey. Let's go.
Let's use another firebug spell.
Can't get a good shot with this.
Summon a Drake to help out.
Following your lead. Proactive!
There's another animate. Get him, Drake. Fly, my pretty fly.
Let's go. Let's go. This is
Can't get a good.
There's a table blocking some of my characters from getting to him.
Right.
Margaret. Ogren's fire casts light in dark places.
See what's over here. Ooh, camping supplies, yes. That just means I can keep going longer. Okay, so let's go up this way. Okay, let's go in here first. Sounds like a crying lady ghost. Oh, an NPC. This hazy figure is tall and heavily built, and its shifting, indistinct face is turned towards the floor, as if it were deep in thought. You hear a faint murmuring in the rolling cadence of prayer. From time to time, the spirit seems to sway in place. As you approach, the spirit raises his voice, and you recognize the familiar sounds of the Gwithian tongue. And no more shall souls splinter upon the wheel. Hear me, great Father. I am pledged against your foes, and the greatest of these is death. Let's just listen. The spirit turns its face towards you in a swift motion. For a moment, its features blur, and then resolve into what appears to be a man's visage, its eyes fixed upon you. You are late. Late for what? The spirit turns his face away. They will be here soon to cast us down, to unmake our work. It is nearly too late. What must we do, Stoic? He shifts, standing straighter. Are you ready? He raises his hand, and you think you see the glint of metal, though his second glance reveals nothing. They have placed your crest upon the Animat, alongside my own. The Animats? You're going to sacrifice yourself? He shakes his head. Those of faith remain, and we are children of the wheel. Death is not for us. The spirit's gaze slides away from you as you depart. Even as you move away, he reaches out an arm for someone else, smiling. Our work? He nods. If they knew, perhaps they would understand. If they heard the sister speak. In foreign lands, they leave their madmen to suffer alone, or else cast these same out from their sight. Meanwhile, we have carved ourselves like smooth stones, polished the virtues within us while flensing away the weakness. Is that not just? Is that not kinder than anything that came before? He shifts, standing straighter. Are you ready? Okay, I already did that. Just trying to exhaust his dialogue options. God spare me from vague spirits. Too late for what? Okay, we've exhausted his dialogue options. Oh no, trap. Shit. Why is my guys not detecting traps?
We got your back.
On the
I
hunt.
mean, I was in here. He should have picked those traps up. A gleaming adder fragment. Okay, that's what the Vithrak wanted. So let's go into this chamber there. There's obviously one of those crying lady ghosts near here.
Let's go.
Kind of stuck over here.
Yeah? Let me try again. Am I the only one who's starting to nod off? Break might be in order.
Yeah.
And what does the flame reveal?
We'll probably have to use a campfire here after I finish exploring the chamber. Adra has grown into the crevices of these weathered shelves like fungus, pushing past stone and copper. A hazy form stands before you. From time to time, the blurred features resolve into what you'd take to be an elven man. I can't do this anymore. How am I going to explain? How can we possibly give him what he wants? The spirit speaks in quick, hushed bursts of Engwithian and shakes his head as if to answer his own question. He's going to kill me. He's killed so many. Why should he stop here? Who are you? He has brought so many people down here. I hear such terrible things from the upper floors. Even hear these constructs. I cannot sleep. His voice lowers. I think sometimes that I will wake and find myself inside one of the animats. Will I even know? Will it not be like waking one day to find myself blind and mute? What does he want? The figure paces a few steps, raising his hands to his temples. What we cannot give him. Even after all this time, there is so much we do not know. He wants his son, the boy he knew, whole and preserved, returned to him. But people, souls, they don't always remember. Who's to say his son will remember being his son at all? Remember his father's face? I have seen mothers forget their children. What are you doing here? I'm hiding. I passed by one of the machines and I couldn't breathe. I was thinking about the work we've done, things we've seen, how even small deeds could scar the soul. Is mine so ragged? Will Adnua's son be grateful when we have torn him from his rest? How could you do all this? I didn't think it would go so far. I didn't know. Adnua is our liege lord. How can I refuse him? He looks up startled, looking past you. No, I'm not saying anything like that. I'm only frightened. I'm sorry. Don't tell anyone, please. Are you still loyal to Adnua? Of course, I'm a devoted servant. His voice goes high with terror. I didn't mean, please. I never meant that I would ever renounce my oaths. Do you know what the way past the speaking door? I know the oath, of course. We speak it every day. I am servant to Ad-Noah. My sword arm is pledged against his enemies. My soul is sworn to his purpose. The spirit seems to curl in on himself, sworn. You say nothing. It is only that I fear him. The figure shivers, looking at something beyond you. One may fear the Lord and obey him still. It is, in fact, far easier than the alternative. Just trying to fill out the conversation options. You mewling coward. Alright. So I've got all the conversation options. What's in here? I've still got these 2 pathways to go.
I'll take a look.
Let's see. There's no enemies, it looks like. What remains of the statue suggests it once depicted a young warrior. There are runes along the base, and at the statue's feet is a name. Maros. Somebody I haven't met yet. Grants fireball. Charges remaining 8. Interesting, but not that good. No stats. Oh, another saber. He uses sabers. $18 to 27 slashing damage, 20% damage, 8 actually there. Transfer. Huh. This one's even better than what I currently have. I think. I'm finished Act 2, and I'm on Act 3. I've heard Act 3 and Act 4 are much shorter than the first 2 acts. I'm not sure how far from the end I am exactly. I'm 50 hours in, so I want to say possibly another 20 hours or so if I do all the side quests and stuff. But that's just a guesstimate. I'm gonna keep my existing weapon, but you know who else can use it? Possibly him. Let's see. I'm gonna let him use it instead of the flail. Alright. So it looks like dead end here. So let us go back to here. But that's just conjecture on my part. I'm not entirely sure. I just know I read that Act 3 and Act 4 are shorter than Act 1 and 2. Yeah, I'm gonna need to camp. A couple of my guys have injuries from being knocked out. Okay, save our game. I think I could get past that talking door, which I assume is this since there's a face right near it, now that I know the passphrase, but I want to explore this way. Whoa, 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 whoa. Stealth.
And what does the flame reveal?
No enemies yet? Ah, there we are.
Ready, Watcher. Can't get a good shot with that.
Let's use our little firebug spell. Let's buff our guys.
Ansawu.
Oh, there's another animate. Let's knock this lady down so she doesn't keep moving all over the place. Or just kill her. That's fine too, that'll work.
I'm here.
I'm stuck. Stag.
Can't get a good shot with this.
Finally. Just awkward positioning on that enemy. Couldn't get all my melee guys close to him. Knock her down.
Stuck.
Margaret's fire casts light in dark places.
Just a hatchet sitting out in the middle of nowhere. Just talk to the spirit. The spirit stands stiffly at attention. Her gaze focused on the end of the hallway. One arm bears up a heavy round shield through the rippling blur of soul energy obscures. Though the rippling blur of soul energy obscures what lies upon it. Speaking Gwithian. Hello? Her head turns a little. They've passed the blight forges. If the overseers live, we may stop them yet in the chambers beneath. She snorts. If Caberos and his pack of scheming wizards haven't betrayed us. The mob may be upon us soon. Better make peace with whatever God will have you. She pauses, looking at you. Are you afraid? Afraid of what? Indeed. What's to fear at all? She looks away from you. Our own people turn against us. What remains if we are victorious? Who will feed the machines then? I do not fear the battle. I fear what will become of our Lord once we are victorious. What further madness the children of the wheel will pour into his ears. Perhaps he would stop once his son is returned to him, but will they let him? Children of the wheel? While Adnoa contents himself with his titan, they dig after the very heart of heaven. She gives a sour laugh. Madness, all of it. And yet Adnoa holds them close at his side. None of this would have happened if not for them. They have driven our great lord from grief and into madness, pushed him into these deeds. She pauses. He was a great king. Perhaps he will be again. Come, we'll rally the defense at the steps, funnel them into our blades. With the animates beside us, they won't stand up. The spirit gasps wordlessly, mouth agape. She gropes for something at her back, unseen, and takes a listening step sideways away from you. Her eyes wide, gaze into yours. You trade. Her legs buckle and she falls in the misty lights which form her shape then and scatter.
I shall be quiet as a calm sea, which is not very quiet.
So there's more of those crying women ghosts. There's path up, path back, and path to the side. Let's do this path back because it looks like it circles around.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
On the hunt.
Alright, let's go down this tunnel here then.
I think I see something.
Finally, able to disarm a trap in here.
Ready, Watcher.
Following your lead. As requested.
On the hunt.
Interesting. I wonder what this is. Gwithian machine part. Ah, the Vithrak guy was looking for this as well. Okay, so let's go up to the side room. Getting a lot of quests done. There's a Adra animate there. Let's save our game. One enemy's never a problem. It's always what they bring along with.
Let's go.
Can't get a good shot with this.
Off explore the...
This isn't what. Roak 10!
Looks like I can go in here. Yep.
Let's go.
Okay. Let's actually do that. Knock him down. Let's use that.
This isn't working.
It is working, though. It's nearly dead. He is dead.
Right.
Stay out of sight.
These strange mechanisms have cracks in several places, and some components appear to have been dismantled. There is no clear means of activating them. Exceptional club. Oh, wasn't really much in here. Alright, this path it is.
Keeping quiet.
Hadra beetles. Just one?
Shadow.
I'll take it.
Nice and slow.
Address shell. They were also looking for that. So I think I found everything that they were looking for.
What's this?
Return to Cherk. Yes. Oh, something he can't go across.
Hey.
If the Eothasian doesn't wake up.
Yeah.
On the hunt.
Okay. So really, there's only a path. The only path I have left is through the talking door. But I should go back and turn this quest in, since I'm close. And I know there's no traps and the path is clear. I'll do that before I go through the door. May have to use a campfire. Not yet, but the health on my characters is starting to get low. It lives and it stinks of dust and old souls. Does it have the Adra Cherrick wants? I found all the samples. I'll take them back to your leader now. Nay, Linger steps forward, claws outstretched, gives us what Cherrick demands. This is not for an outsider, a crawling worm among giants. It hisses. Give it here. The stew resolves 16. The Vithrak hisses. It knows nothing. It speaks nothing. Give me the Adra. One of the other scouts suddenly speaks, hesitant. Castoric. Animals speak sense. What? It mews like a scolder whelpling. Your leader will know you're lying. You hear a low laugh in your mind. What does Cherrick care of such things? All that matters is Svektek Nerith, our people. I will bring him our future. I will lay my crimes beside, and they will seem small. I will go home at last. The Vithrak lets out a sharp whistling noise, and its fellows move forward, but the trespasser has no future. Oh, the wolf. Oh, crap. They're dead that fast?
What?
The Vithrak sinks to one knee, a hissing, gurgling rattle on it. So it is a vile, scheming thing. I curse its eggs, its family. May it go stumbling into the dark to die. Finish it, worm. Take prisoner. You won't get away so easily. I'm taking you back to Caed Nua. Well, that doesn't help the situation here.
I've been poisoned. Ansawu.
Let's go.
Following your lead. Stand.
I didn't want to have to kill them. They forced me. I was trying to do things peacefully with their people.
I'm on the trail.
Trying to do things the right way. But their greed cost them.
Yeah.
They wanted to look like the hero among their people, and now, because of that, they're a prisoner. Cherrick greets you. A Mao animal has been below. It has what we seek. Give Cherrick the items. I have all the Adra samples. You feel another passing itch in your skull, and then a rippling echo of joy. And Vithrak owes a great debt. With these we study. We learn master secrets. We make statues greater than old dead master of Hollow Place. Svektek Nerith will gleam like the sea. Vithrak, thank you. Is having coin. Is custom, yes? Vithrak have coins of many ages. We'll give many. He thinks a moment. If a Mao animal goes still into the deep places, should talk to Krivy. Krivy has supplies. We'll help. Cherrick is giving this also. Found in tunnels and does not suit Vithrak. Keeps him out safe, yes? We'll bring fortune. Drawn and spring added to inventory. I'll be on my way then. Vithrak, remember, long after sun falls into sea, this is start of something. New turn of the wheel. Cherrick turns toward the nest lining the walls. Young will live in better place. What will you do now? We will study what the friend of the colony brought. We'll find answers soon. Take them home. Take the young, too. They will be tall when we reach Stravik Nerith. The Vithrak makes a hollow, rattling noise. You think it might be laughing. Cherrick will be old. Welcome. Let's see. This is a dagger. I don't have a character who uses a dagger. Once more, the fluting voice of the Vithrak sounds in your mind. Aider tongue still welcome. Is needing something? Your leader said you had some supplies to sell? Yes, Cherrick is saying you help us. Krivi's collected supplies. Aider tongue can see. Nothing really good. I was hoping he was selling campfires, personally. It's getting to the point now that I've completed upgrading my stronghold that I have more money than God. I need to remember about this. I don't want to miss it. I can get back pretty quick, though. I'm on level 12, so I think level 13 will have stairs. Master staircase. Or maybe not level 13, level 14, perhaps. I'm on level 13, and I didn't see a master staircase. But maybe it's behind the door that I haven't opened yet. Yeah, see, there's no master staircase yet. Guys are still in decent shape. I should be able to do 1 or 2 more battles before I have to use a campfire, so let's just see. A large ornate and Gwithian door stands before you. To either side rest large crystals glowing with a faint light. You feel a peculiar charge in the air, as if some presence were nearby, yet there's nobody to be seen. You hear a whisper emerging as from thin air, from the general direction of the door. It grows in both volume and number. Many voices speaking quietly. In moments, it has become a chaotic hiss of voices, each vying to be heard. But as you listen, the voices begin to settle into a cadence, and then into words, a phrase spoken by many at once. Beneath stone and weight of years rests one who would slay death. Who comes to wake him? Examine the door. It was either 2 or 4. Which one was it? I want to say 2. You feel a peculiar chill in the air, and the voices grow sharp and terse. Here pass no traitors. You are struck by a sudden lashing arc of energy from the door. It is a sharp, piercing pain, but after a few moments only memory of it lingers. The voices quiet and fade, leaving you alone. Yeah, I screwed up. It was 4. I am enemy to Adnu. My sword armor is pledged. The voices seem to draw in breath. You hear the rumble of stone. And the door slides open. The crystals to either side of it dim, and with the light go the voices, fading first into murmuring whispers and then silence. The path is clear.
Yeah.
I'm hearing creepy whispers in my headphones. Nope.
Laying low.
Just in case of traps. Gotta be cautious. This doesn't look good. Why do I get the sense there's a boss here? Guardian of Admira. An androgen, an adra animate. Let's keep him occupied with that. Let's keep him on that. Let's get him on that. Get him on that. On that. On that. And on that.
Hey.
Oh, there's a lot more than I thought there was going to be.
Good shot.
This isn't what. Mow it.
Ready. Settle.
Follow your. Roll Act 10. Hey.
Why won't you die?
Mow it.
Let's go.
Well, I thought I killed this thing.
Something?
Head on.
Okay, come on. Almost there.
This isn't working.
Can't get a good shot with the...
You don't have to listen to him anymore.
Get up.
Well, that's two
Promise?
down.
Let's go.
Should have enough to finish this guy off.
Dead on.
Let's go. Let's go.
Can't get a good shot with this.
Sure.
I'll stay out of sight.
Hard battle. A lot of Adra animates. Ooh, battle axe. He, I think, has skills with a battle axe. Take a look. Actually, the character sheet will tell me. Hatchet. Doesn't say battle axe though. Let's see for a second. Hold on. Hatchet, spear, quarterstaff, hunting bow, unarmed. So saber, not really his forte. %of damage restored his endurance is really nice. Stairs down. So I'm currently on level 13. And there's stairs down there. Doesn't look like there's anything hidden here. Anything else on this level? No, it looks like I'm pretty well done. Let's do a campfire though. My guys need it. Oh, new. Something new going on. Pons Eric, half asleep, a tide of deafening whispers assails you, chipping away at your senses. At your mind is an understanding of itself. Their roars louder with each passing night, their attacks more brazen, less confined to your subconscious. A familiar voice fights its way through the din, calling out to you.
Hey! Hey! You gotta stop it with that. Just about punched you to snap you out of it. You were saying things, but they weren't any words I ever heard. You were shaking so hard I thought you'd crack your spine.
What happened to the bucket of cold water? Ader shrugs and looks away, concealing his smile poorly. What would I do without a friend to punch me?
Well, it's nice to feel needed. I'd evoke you sooner, but I thought it'd be nice for you to be able to close your eyes a bit. Folks don't last long without sleep. You're twitchy these days. Reminds me of Meyerwald more than I'd like. Anything I can do, you just let me know. We're close on this one. Hang on a little longer. We'll get you fixed up.
Huh?
Alright. Hireling payday. That was a tough fight. Let's see what's on the next level. Maybe some stairs. Up. I should be hitting a master staircase soon.
Mm-hmm. Keeping quiet.
Small area. Let's see what's over here. Master staircase. Good time to head out. Considering I'm at level 14. Let's go back to Cave Nua and talk to that guy. I also want to go to the dungeons and talk to my prisoner. Maybe I'll free him if he is remorseful.
Last thing the deer would...
Gonna need to buy some campfires too. Starting to run low.
Well met, friend.
Alright, let's talk to the visitor. My lord, I don't wish to trouble you, but I could use your help in a personal matter. Very well, let's hear it. Call my allies together and motion for the petitioner to step forward. This is harder to say than I thought it'd be. My name is Odania. I fought in the Saints' War, same as most of my kin. I followed orders no more, but between one thing and another, I guess I made a reputation for myself. They call me a hero. Every street I walk down, I get handshakes and comments. They're dozens. They act like I'm some figurehead for their schemes. The things I've done, I don't get much sleep. The last thing I need is all this attention. All I want is some peace, please. You're the only one I could turn to. Perhaps one of my companions here can help you? Yeah, how do you mean? Eddar's been through the war. I'm sure he has some advice. Can't say I've got much experience being overappreciated by people, but there might be some things we could talk about. Ader will be busy for 5 days. Stronghold has gained 1 prestige. Yes, that. I think this will help. Thank you, Lord Ponzeric. You don't know what this means to me. I lost my fighter. No. My tank. That means, let's see. Either Aloth or the Grieving Mother. I've got a bunch of weapons for him, so...
I have heard terrible things. I worried you would not return. Is it true that there are riots in Defiance Bay, and that Avar Wolfgren has been slain?
Nod stoic. How terrible, but I'm glad that you are unharmed, my lord. I can only hope the cities will recover. What is the state of the keep? Okay. Let's level up my Aloth character. One spell. Let's do Blast of Frost. Let's do Grimoire Slam. Okay.
Aye?
Now I have a ton of weapons for him. Oh, but he's got this, see? He's got this thing. I don't think I could pass it up. Yeah, I can't. It's just too good. Well, let me at least look at it, though. Got a rod, a wand, another wand. He doesn't use a quarterstaff. He's a ranged character when he's not slinging spells. Attack and stun on crits. I mean, these are all excellent, but the problem is this one grows with him. Yeah. Let's stick to what I have. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go to the... Wait, where are we heading? Dungeons, that's right.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
Take it easy, Nick. Have a good one, man.
Gods keep you.
Oh, looks like Aleph has something to talk about.
Please, stop. I heard about the riots in Defiance Bay, and the interruption during the hearing. There's something I need to tell you.
Go ahead.
I have not been entirely honest about my motives for traveling with you up to this point. When I finished my training in Adir, I was introduced to an organization. All I knew was that they were opposed to the unchecked spread of animency, and that they could guarantee me postings far away from the Seathwood my father and his Earl. At that time, it was enough. In the early years, I thought of them as many things. Hooded men, prudent teachers, the Leaden Key. Their rules were strict, but their guidance was clear. I sincerely believe they wanted to keep Kith from the folly of their own foolish ambitions. I came to the Deerwood a little over a year ago. My orders were to gather information on animancy in the region. A senior contact met with me every few months to receive my reports and issue new leads. She sent me to Gilded Vale to keep an eye on events surrounding the local lord, but I lost track of her shortly after that. I don't know if she was reassigned, killed, or sacrificed the way you saw. At the time you met me, I'd been on my own for a couple of months.
You knew I was coming.
I couldn't have. I'd been out of contact with my superiors for months. I needed some kind of direction. After that scrape with the locals, I was ready to get out of town. But then you mentioned the ruins, but you refused to tell me what you'd seen. Now, I was sure then that it had something to do with the Leaden Key. And I was correct in a way. What we found wasn't what I expected. I knew the Leaden Key was trying to stop abandoning entire districts to shambling horrors. And now the whole city is up in flames. I'm still not sure about animancy, but I know I've been following the wrong master. Please, accept my apology, and my service. Let me fight with you to stop Theos.
Number 3.
That would be an honor.
Huh?
Okay, so it sounds like I am ready to either continue down the endless path or do something else. Actually, I'm only ready if I can find somebody that'll sell me some campfires. Oh, I already bought campfires. Okay. I'm good with campfires.
Amazing. You could fit a whole village in here.
Let's take a look at the Warden Lodge. We haven't been there.
Well met, friend.
Grizzled man takes a puff from his pipe and nods at you. I was wondering when you'd be dropping by. Kith around here have been hit with more than their share of trouble of late. I'm up to my ear in bounty offers. Figure at least one of these might interest someone with your skills. What are the most recent bounties? Now, I ought to warn you, there's a reason these bounties are still on offer. These are tough bastards, every one of them. If you're not up to it now, feel free to come back around when you're better prepared. In the meantime, here's a good batch to start us off. There's the stand-in bounty on Sly Cradle's head, of course. Then there's the forest lurker haunting the trade routes, and this Ober Shaman should fetch a good price. And up last is one War Chief Iklak.
Good day to you.
Might as well just take all of them.
How do you do?
That seems like a good stopping point. Either level 13 or 14 in the,
Not as beautiful as the Anguith.
I'm either level 13 or 14 in the Endless Paths. So I'm making good progress there. Let me clear out my journal note. Level 14 is where I left off. So I think I'll just stay there and be ready to rock next time I play. It's a good stopping point. Alright, I appreciate everybody who stopped by. Y'all have a good evening. I probably won't be back anymore tonight. Resume tomorrow night, my usual 6:30 time. I may adjust the time. Well, maybe not. I'll be leaving work at 5. My new summer hours are from 7 to 5. So that should still give me time to have dinner and relax a bit before stream time. So I'll try and stick to the schedule. If not, I'll adjust the schedule one way or the other. Alright, y'all take it easy. I'm out of here. See ya.